Shu Kai's gentle touch changed everything, and one tiny moment with Tan Songyun has the entire internet in emotional meltdown. It began with a single, unexpected moment. Soft, fleeting, but powerful enough to flip the internet upside down. Shu Kai and Tan Songyun, long adored for their effortless chemistry, suddenly found themselves at the center of a global emotional storm. Not because of a drama scene, not because of a red carpet, but because of something real, something unscripted, something that instantly felt different. During a behind-the-scenes commercial shoot, everything looked perfectly normal at first. Staff members adjusted lights, checked microphones, and polished camera angles. Shu Kai chatted with the director while Tan Songyun was guided to her mark. A routine day, until it wasn't. As Tan Songyun took a step forward, her foot caught a loose floor wire. She stumbled, barely, softly. But before anyone else could move, Shu Kai reached out. Not abruptly, not dramatically, but carefully, instinctively. His hand wrapped around her arm as if he had been watching her the whole time. The internet didn't explode because he caught her. It exploded because of how he did it. His grip was gentle, protective, almost afraid she might break. He leaned in just enough to check her face and whispered, "Are you okay?" The tone wasn't casual. It wasn't jokey. It wasn't something you say to just any colleague. It was warm, intimate, deeply sincere. A staff member nearby even smiled, sensing the sudden shift in atmosphere. Tan Songyun, shy and embarrassed, laughed it off, but the way her eyes softened toward him made everyone freeze. That tiny exchange carried a weight that felt undeniably real. Hours later, a staff-recorded clip hit social media, and everything went wild. Within minutes, Weibo, TikTok, and YouTube filled with slow-motion edits, romantic filters, and emotional breakdowns from fans who couldn't believe how tender Shu Kai looked. One viral comment captured the world's reaction perfectly. The way he touched her like she was precious. "I'm gone." And truly, nobody was ready for what came next. What fans thought was a one-time moment quickly became something much bigger. Later that same day, another behind-the-scenes clip surfaced. This time, the wind suddenly swept across the outdoor set, catching Tan Songyun off guard. Without hesitation, Shu Kai took off his jacket and placed it around her shoulders. She tried to refuse, of course she did, but he gently lifted the jacket and adjusted it so it covered her fully. No theatrics. No forced smile. Just a quiet act of care. Fans instantly dubbed it soft boyfriend energy. But then came the insider accounts. A female staff assistant anonymously shared that Shu Kai repeatedly asked, "Is Songyun warm enough? Make sure she rests between takes." She said she had worked with many actors over the years, but she had never seen Shu Kai display this level of consistent concern for anyone before. He wasn't being merely polite, he was attentive, thoughtful, almost instinctively protective. Fans began comparing his behavior toward other actresses. With them, Shu Kai was always respectful, professional, and composed. But with Tan Songyun, the difference was unmistakable. Toward the end of the shoot, yet another fan-captured moment spread like wildfire. Tan Songyun's bag looked heavy, and Shu Kai, without saying a word, took it from her shoulder and carried it himself. She looked surprised at first, then quietly touched. As they walked to their cars, he stayed close, making sure she didn't trip again or bump into cables in the dark. It was subtle, but powerful. And people noticed, everyone noticed. This wasn't just friendliness. This was care expressed in the smallest, most meaningful ways. As the clips kept spreading, fans began connecting dots they hadn't seen before. Shu Kai and Tan Songyun had been appearing together more frequently in recent months, brand events, interviews, award shows. At the time, people brushed it off as coincidence. But with these new clips going viral, everything suddenly looked different. Even entertainment critics stepped in. One columnist pointed out that Shu Kai's body language showed a clear pattern of emotional attachment. Another noted how Tan Songyun's expression softens around him, gentle, warm, unmistakably sincere. These weren't wild fan imaginations. These were observations from professionals who spend their entire careers analyzing celebrity interactions. Then came the interview moment that nearly broke the internet. During separate interviews, both stars were asked how they felt about each other. Tan Songyun answered softly, "He's someone I trust a lot." Fans didn't even have time to breathe before a second interview with Shu Kai resurfaced. When asked which actress he found the easiest to get along with, he replied, "Tan Songyun. She makes people feel at ease." When fans placed these clips side by side, the emotional reaction was overwhelming. Comment sections flooded with, "This is a love story unfolding quietly. Their bond feels so natural. This connection, it's real." And honestly, it's not hard to see why. Their interactions feel genuine, never forced, never exaggerated. The more you watch, the more it becomes clear. This is a softness that grows naturally, step by step, moment by moment. And that sincerity is exactly why viewers can't look away. As the conversation grew louder, fans dug deeper. Old footage resurfaced, tiny gestures from past events that suddenly carried new meaning. Moments like Shu Kai guiding Tan Songyun through crowded halls, shielding her from flashing cameras, adjusting her microphone, holding doors open, ensuring she walked safely through chaotic backstage areas. Individually, these clips seemed simple. Together, they painted a story fans had never fully seen until now. Soon, compilation videos appeared everywhere. Shu Kai being soft with Tan Songyun for 10 minutes straight. Millions of views. Thousands of comments. A global audience falling deeper into the emotional gravity of this pairing. Fans especially adored how Tan Songyun, bright, sweet, and naturally bubbly, seemed to unlock a softer side of Shu Kai rarely seen by the public. Many believe he instinctively protects her because she's more introverted and reserved in real-life settings. He becomes her quiet shield, her comfort, her safe space. One moment, in particular, melted hearts worldwide. While laughing at something the director said, Tan Songyun covered her mouth with both hands, nearly doubled over. Shu Kai gently placed a hand on her back and handed her a water bottle, so naturally, as if it was second nature. Crew members reportedly reacted with a collective "oh," and fans online felt the same. Sometimes, the smallest gestures reveal the deepest truths. As the emotional whirlwind continues, one thing becomes clear. These moments were never staged. They weren't scripted, rehearsed, or designed for attention. They were real. And that realness struck something deep within audiences, especially fans who crave authenticity in a world filled with polished images and orchestrated interactions. What we're witnessing is a bond built quietly through trust, care, and sincere connection. Whether Shu Kai and Tan Songyun ever choose to define their relationship publicly, their moments together already speak louder than any official statement. For now, fans around the world are watching closely, smiling, hoping, and replaying every gentle interaction that continues to surface. Because sometimes, the softest moments create the strongest emotional impact. And this gentle, unexpected tenderness between Shu Kai and Tan Songyun is a story the world isn't ready to let go of. If you felt the warmth of their connection too, stay with us, because quiet stories like these often grow in the most surprising ways.